reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy.
Jeez, they're still very hard to pronounce.
You'll get there.
How you doing,
By
Q?
the time you master it, you'll have the new teeth.
That's fair. How you doing over there, Q?
Oh, you know.
Oh,
Overworked, underpaid.
Yep, the overs and unders. Yeah.
Yep.
As I said, if someone wants to, donate to the throne, wink, wink. But yeah, we're doing it live.
We're doing it.
We're doing it live. Drinking anything special?
I have about maybe a little bit more than half of a caramel macchiato still. Picked it up while I was out working.
As for me, I've got my zero sugar starry, just sipping on something nice and cool to keep me nice and comfortable while this weekend is already starting to look like it's going to heat up, because this weekend, through a strange weekend, from now until Saturday, Gamescom is going on, and holy crap, there's a lot to talk about probably next week, because today's only day one. Speaking of, IGN Gamescom bundle over on the Good Ol' Hum bundle. $18 gets you all 7 of these very oddly bombastic games in different ways, such as Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, a Jet Set Radio clone that I really love, Homeworld 3 in case you want to play Civilization but in space and get really confused at the game and get frustrated and turn it off, Anton Blast, a very interesting, fast-paced platforming adventure. If you've ever played Wario Land 4, it's very reminiscent of that. Victory Heat Rally, a nice little outrun. I believe that that's the name of the game, where you're just drifting around and racing against the clock and other individuals. Lost Eidolons, a tactics-based RPG game that gets a little confusing about halfway through, but the animations are nice. Pyrene, a very interesting card game where you move a card around a deck that's already laid out, and it looks fine. And The Expanse, one of the last Telltale things to pop out before. Are they still around? I don't even know anymore.
They came back. So they died.
They died
because of the way they were ran.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm trying to. How the fuck do you spell Telltale?
Telltale.
There we go. So let's see. Yeah. So they shut down in 2018. The company was established after the original Telltale game filed for assignment in October 2018 and were forced to shut down and sell off assets.
Okay.
And then in 2019, it was announced that they would bring the old Telltale game titles back.
Okay.
Well, so, yeah.
Even so, I heard The Expanse was probably one of their better titles, just as far as a storytelling element was. I never played it, but this would be a good way to probably acquire it and pop into it.
Apparently, in August of 23, they acquired Flavorworks, a video game studio known for their interactive film video games like Erica. The company's CEO, Zachary Slater, would become Telltale's managing director for Europe. And in 2023, they confirmed they had laid off some of their employees due to current market conditions, but planned games still remain in production. Yeah.
What's Silly Billy Walnuts?
According to the Wikipedia, they have about 40 employees.
That doesn't seem like a lot. Well, Expedition 33 was only made by 33 people, and that's a beautiful game. Okay, I can see it, I guess. But all of the money goes to, well, not all the money, but most of the money goes to Donors Choose. Founded in 2000 by a Bronx history teacher, Donors Choose has raised over $510 million for America's classrooms. basically providing materials and experiences they need for most of their classrooms, and donors give to the projects that inspire them. More than 2.5 million people and partners have funded 870,000 projects on the site, reaching 21 million students and making donors choose the leading platform for supporting U.S. public schools. What do? I like tabletop games. We haven't been able to play tabletop games since probably the COVID eras, but if in case you want to pop back into a tabletop but in digital form, this might be the way to do it with the Tabletop Tag Team Humble Bundle. $12 gets all these really cool games such as Root, where you play as a woodland. Hello?
That was weird.
Did you hear that?
It was like
Oh,
I didn't. Mine wasn't. Oh, what's happening?
Quiet you.
I didn't hear anything. Mine was a sudden severe absence of sound. It was like a very slight, almost click, and then complete absence of sound, and then you doing the hello thing.
Yeah, that was very weird. It played one of the next things up, but even still, okay. Tabletop tap teams such as Root, where you play as a woodland creature trying to survive against a nefarious Marquis de Cat and fighting up against cats. Ticket to Ride, a board game that does really well in its board game roots, but there's a lot of DLCs to Ticket to Ride, and I actually really enjoy this one. Yellow and Yangtze, a very old school style. I don't want to call it a Risk clone, but it's pretty much take territory, so kind of Risk-ish. A little more simple Risk. Clue or Cluedo Classic, for those who like to point fingers and say Jacques. The Game of Life 2, Raiders of the North Sea, where he plays Vikings, providing new lands and enduring to plunder new settlements. Wings of Glory, where you do World War I dogfights. The Fox in the Forest, I don't know very much about it, but apparently it's just a two-player game where you're just trying to take cards from one another. Battleship, which is one of those very interesting games to play if you're wanting to force someone into strange tactics. And the very first Game of Life. You get both 1 and 2 of the Game of Life, which I don't know why you get both of those. But
I'm assuming 2 added stuff.
I would assume so too. A modern and updated sequel to the classic board game. This one helps out the whale and dolphin conservation, which helps end hunting and commercial whaling, helps to tackle ocean plastic pollution, which is a serious threat to whales, dolphins, and turtles, ending keeping whales and dolphins in captivity illegally, tackling the issue of bycatch, where whales and dolphins are accidentally caught in fishing gear, and creating safe homes for whales and dolphins. I like dolphins. I don't know too much about whales, but I heard, we need whales in our ecosystem. There was a game we talked about a while back called I Hate This Place, and I fell in love with its survival horror roots almost immediately. And I said, holy crap, I'm going to be very excited for this game. Sadly, there was no date then, but good news, we have a date now. November 7th, 2025.
I don't remember this one.
No?
No.
I'll let the trailer play out while I take a sip. But yeah, it has a little comic book-ish stylings. Speaking of comic book stylings,
this isn't really like it looks cool. Like I like the look of it. I don't remember this though.
Speaking of comic book, I went back and watched the Arcane Leon Blade trailer, and I was like, man, I can't wait for this. But we still haven't heard not yet. That's at day one of Gamescom. There is a lot of stuff to come.
Yeah, it's gonna be big.
But speaking of day one, something they immediately spat out thanks to this gentleman here, good old lovely Jeff Knightley, popped up, did his opening ceremony things, and said for the past 6 years everybody's been excited for Team Cherry to pop out a game, and behind me I have some brand new gameplay, and I'm excited to announce that yes, it is still coming this year. And I was like, okay, thanks, Jeff. But Silk Song has become one of those I'll see it when I believe it. But I'm glad we're getting a day one Game Pass and day one with the uh, ROG Ally X, the new friggin' handheld that's gonna involve with pushing forward our strange new. Everyone's holding hands in today's times because now we have everybody wanting to work with everybody, and that's a good thing because I'll explain in a little bit about how certain things are going over to certain things. But a little bit after that, I got up out of my seat because Resident Evil Requiem had some gameplay elements, and it looked good.
This is the one going back to Raccoon City, right?
That is correct. Ground Zero, where the second bomb dropped. They dropped two bombs on it, but the first bomb hit Arclay Mountains, the second bomb hit Raccoon City. And you play as one of the Ashfords, one of the doctor's daughters, that worked within the Arclay Mountains, and it's full overarching story. Hopefully, we reach full circle, but a few of the elements seem very head scratch as of right now. I'm very excited to see more of Requiem. I was very reserved at the beginning, but we're going back to good old horror. We're good. There's some very grotesque things that come out of the doors. No longer are we dealing with humans with weird things on their faces. Now we're getting weird shit again. And I'm very excited for that. We also got Silent Hill. There we go. Silent Hill Forte. We got some gameplay, and it's fine looking. You get a good dodge maneuver that you didn't really get in the prior games. It's fine looking. Very. It gives me Fatal Frame vibes.
Yeah, it's got heavy Fatal Frame vibes.
But I'm not mad at that. I liked Fatal Frame. Broken Butterfly, or not Broken Butterfly. Crimson Butterfly is still one of my favorite ones.
What company made Fatal Frame?
Sega?
See, I'm looking right now.
But I really like their little UI that they have down at the bottom. Very simple, very nice looking. A little elegance added in with these little flower splotches. I like when you're taking damage, you are taking damage. You actually have
the developers were Koei Tecmo.
Oh, Tecmo.
Sorry, Koei Tecmo. Grasshopper manufacturer, and then Nintendo Software planning and development.
Right. Okay. I forgot. But I'm gonna stay reserved on Silent Hill. Ever since I finished, I think it was the one for the Wii, not Frozen, Shattered Memories. I kind of been out of Silent Hill for that time. This looks good, a good return to form, but I'm gonna leave it for now. But dope. Lego Batman had a little bit of gameplay as well as a few voice actors confirmed for it. One of which being Matt Berry as Bane. Unexpected, but I ain't mad.
That man tickles me in such a great way. I know how that sounds. I'm leaving it. I don't care.
That's fine. I'm not going to cut it out. But Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, from what Quincy and I have seen, it plays just like all of the Arkham games. It has the Lego jokes, the Lego tropes that have been thrown into the Lego games for the past decade. This looks like a lot of fun. It looks like we're actually returning to fun in video games, thankfully. But over on the good old Xbox Game Pass, during Gamescom, they announced that The Rogue, Prince of Persia, is coming to Game Pass today. As well as...
I haven't played a Prince of Persia game in years.
Yep. Hopefully with the Sands of Time remake that was announced a long time ago, hopefully we get that one in the near future. But we're also getting...
That didn't come out? That's still like an in-works thing? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, at least it's confirmed. I just don't have a date. Persona 4 Golden which is one of the cresting ones that I enjoy more than Persona 3 and 5. But, to each their own. 4 was always the one that I liked a little bit more as far as with music. And
Uh, this is on Reddit, so how accurate that is. Official source right here.
Hi, Zonks.
Ubisoft. There's reports of April for the remake.
Ooh, we got a date. Okay. I can wait till April.
Yeah, there was Ubisoft did like an earnings figure thing, and it was in there. So we'll see. They can still push it.
Yeah, Ubisoft is a little up in the air with us anyway, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Like, I'm waiting for the day someone buys Ubisoft's assets and we just shut them down. Like, I've reached that point with them.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
And if EA goes through and keeps doing battle passes and loot boxes, then
With
same.
the way that they're doing Battlefield, I'll talk about that in a sec.
That's been the one thing recently that they seem to have not done dumbly. You know what I mean? You know what I'm waiting for now that Xbox owns Activision? Is for them to bring back all those old Marvel games.
Oh, the like Ultimate Alliance and whatnot. I hope.
Well, so Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 would be great to have those come back. I don't know where all the licensing sits on that. Nintendo made 3, which was, nowhere near as good as the original 2. But they have the rights to like those old X-Men games, and they even have the Deadpool game.
Yeah.
That you can't get anymore. You can't get any of the Activision Marvel stuff unless you find a physical copy. But now Xbox owns it. I'm like, fucking, let's figure that out.
And now that everyone's playing nice in the sandbox, hopefully there could be some good negotiations in the air.
Right, and I feel like Disney would be like, wait, money? Yeah, do it. You know what I mean?
Not just that, but from what I've understood behind the scenes, they're wanting to acquire such because over in the Marvel Rival side, they're saying, can we do some original characters, not from the comic books? And Disney Marvel is both like, yeah, sure, we'll even include in the comic books. So we might actually get more characters out of this, more good forward-pressing individuals to add into these new comic books. So, hopefully everyone can, as I said, play nice in the sandbox, not step on toes, not demand money from another side. Just fucking... I'll get into that in a minute. But we're also getting Goat Simulator Remastered. I didn't figure this game needed remastering, but apparently there's a whole bunch of extra added features that are also included in this one. Some of the things that were added in Goat Simulator 2 got kind of pushed back into the remastered version. So, for those who enjoy it, I guess. I didn't really mind Goat Simulator too much.
I wasn't a Goat Simulator person.
It was a fine time for a minute, but...
Was it?
Kind of. Like, it had an enjoyable thing of being able to headbutt people into space, but no, not really more than that. Cult of the Lamb had a little bit of a stand at Gamescom with a giant sheep head that you could place tributes to, and it would either baa or bleat at you. A baa means it was pleased with its praise, but if it bleated at you, you were escorted away. And they also announced Cult of the Lamb Woolhaven, a paid DLC that is going to be a big expansion, giving you 2 mountain ranges to go through, dungeons essentially, and a few extra added features, as well as a few quality of life changes that are going to be included with the original game. I've been out of Cult of the Lamb for a minute. I might hop back in, because I have been out for a little bit from just the regular quality of life patches, but
I've yet to finish it.
I need to hop back in. Boop. Speaking of hopping back in, good news! Black Myth Wukong is coming to Xbox. We don't exactly have a date yet, at least not at this current point. We might see it tomorrow. But we also got the next Black Myth game, Black Myth Zhongqi. Another one from the I keep wanting to say Village to the East. The storybook that Wukong is from. That whole Fable series, but the graphics look fantastic. Every time I watch this animation studio pull out one of these trailers, I turn it up to 4K and I watch it. Journey to the West. Thank you, Zonks. Yeah, whenever I watch one of these trailers, I just go, holy shit, if they were to put out a good full production CG movie, I guarantee you people are going to watch that shit. This looks fan-fucking-tastic. Good good all around. As I said, no dates, just a keep an eye out, coming soon type thing. I hope we see actual Warlord stuff, but I don't know. I don't remember too much about Journey of the West. But do Quincy, did you like Star Fox 64 or the original one
Yes.
on? Okay,
So I didn't own any of the Star Fox games. I would play them at other people's houses, or we would rent the 64 copy from Blockbuster every now and then.
that's fair.
So I'm not like the ultimate fan that some people I know are.
I love it. I love it.
But
I
I
love
know it enough to quote it. It's quiet,
it.
too quiet. Skippy, look out!
Your daddy squealed real good when he died. Like, there were some unhinged things in the English release. Like, the Japanese stuff was a little unhinged. The American stuff hit weird.
Well,
But
yeah.
good news, we have a Star Fox like that is almost one for one like it, called Wild Blue.
Close enough for a lawsuit, possibly.
Even if it is, I would say Nintendo, sit your fucking ass down. What are you doing with Star Fox right now? Nothing? Fuck off.
No, they did something with it, and it was dumb.
Star Fox Adventure. Yeah, I remember. That was GameCube.
No,
Oh, something else done?
no. It kind of like, you remember how you remember those fucking, what were those figures? That game you would play. Yeah, was technically Spyro.
Okay.
Here we go. The Nintendo Switch version of Ubisoft's action-adventure game Starlink Battle for Atlas features exclusive missions featuring exclusive missions featuring Star Fox characters and ships. As part of the game's Toys to Life features, the Nintendo Switch starter pack includes figures of Fox McCloud and his R-Wing that could be used in-game.
Interesting. Well, powerful news. Thanks to Humble Games, they are the producers behind this. Chuhai Labs is the developers behind it. I have utmost faith that this is going to be fine. Nintendo seems to be doing a little bit more of the laying back and letting people do their thing. Hopefully, they're going to do it with. Well, hold on. The reason why
Did you hear about the charity thing?
Charity thing hit me.
There's that yearly speedrunner charity event, and Nintendo decided to be a bag of dicks about it. It was like, you have to tell us each individual game of ours that you intend to use for it so we can approve it. Otherwise, we're going to say no to you using our licenses.
Oh, no, I did not hear.
And it's one of those things. Okay, fine, you submit it, they say yes, and move on. But you could have also just left it the fuck alone since it's a charity event, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Real quick, prior to Battles for Atlas, which is that game even still a fucking thing?
I don't.
The last time they used them prior to that, they put Fox, Falco, Peppy, and Slippy along with the R-Wing, and Star Fox from Star Fox Zero, in the Mystery Mushroom costumes for Super Mario Maker. The first Super Mario Maker, not even the sequel. Yeah. But yeah, they don't use the property, but I bet you anything they'll fucking throw a fit.
Oh my god.
Apparently there was a canceled TV series they tried to do in 2015.
Oh, for Star Fox?
Yeah.
Huh. Never heard it at all. But I'm hoping Wild Blue gets left the fuck alone. As said, what are you doing with Star Fox at all, Nintendo? If you're not going to do anything with it, fuck off. Let them build this. This looks fantastic. I am excited for this. I've already wishlisted it on my Steam. But I do. So, when you were saying, we literally were talking about Nintendo being a dick, but Nintendo is also playing a little bit nice in the sandbox. Triangle Strategy, a game by the developers of Octopath Traveler and the other strategy game, is dropping Triangle Strategy for PS5 and Xbox. And I kind of rubbed my chin and I said, okay, because this one was developed specifically for the Switch. So having them open up the doors for Sony and Microsoft to be able to get their hands on this game, hooray! I'm happy to see that.
Well, I mean that is nice. It's interesting, but it's not something that they owned exclusively prior to this, right? Like they had a deal to make this developed for the Switch, but they didn't own the IP, right?
No, I think it's Capcom. No, Square.
Yeah,
It's Square
so
Enix.
Square.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still mad at Square for agreeing to so many fucking exclusivities with PlayStation.
Yeah, and good news, those are also going up in smoke because we're getting the 2 Final Fantasy VII games, and we just got Final Fantasy 14 not too long ago, but still. It took them a long ass time to get Final Fantasy 14 over to the Xbox.
Yeah.
And I'll have some more stuff about that in a minute. But next up on the cut, get out of here, Stalker. Stalker 2, Xbox giving up a game to PlayStation 5, and with a few extra added bonuses that they've added, such as haptic support, I forget what the triggering thing is called, the adaptive triggers that allow you for better aiming and shooting, the speaker and the controller that actually talks to you on the character's chest, and Tempest 3D audio if you have one of the branded headsets that allows you to hear in 3D real space. There are also better texture mapping and otherwise for Stalker 2 in the PS5 release, and I'm kind of happy that, we're being kind, because over on the other side of things, boop, Helldivers is getting Halo stuff as well. So now that Helldivers 2 is out on the Xbox ish, with how it's going to be on the ROG Ally. I haven't.
No, it's coming to Xbox.
It's coming to Xbox. Do we have a date on that?
Yeah, like the 26th or something like that of this month.
Okay. Then I guess at the same exact time.
I've been drooling at my screen and sitting here wishing I had more time to rack up more points on the Xbox so that I could make the game even cheaper because it's $39.99. But if I had points, well, might as well go for the Helldivers 2 Super Citizen Edition for $59.99 and use my points to knock it down to the $39.99.
That's true. But even still, when they did the teaser for the dropship with the music from Halo ODST, I was like, oh, I might hop back into Helldivers too.
August 26th, 2025, 1 a.m.
Okay.
So I intend to buy it.
This is gonna be fun. I'll hop back in. I'll give you a hand because I'm gonna be probably. I don't know if the Halo ODST stuff will be paid stuff or free stuff like the I keep wanting to say Resistance. God dang, the Killzone stuff. But I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Chat's asking if never really was much for Helldivers. Is it worth it? I have heard nothing but great things, and everything I've seen looks amazing, and I very much am interested. I never played the original Helldivers, but I very much have wanted to play this one. Recently, I played Space Marines, which was enjoyable, and they both kind of were like that time frame, and they're very similar aspects. I think Helldivers 2 is going to be a little bit more my speed, especially because I don't have to go through and learn a bunch of W whatever the fuck Warhammer's called. W 4K whatever. What the fuck's their numbers?
W40 WH4K 40K.
There you go. No, yeah, I don't have to learn all that lore to play Helldivers. I mean, technically, I don't have lore to play Space Marines either, but I want to. Things like I don't want to be lost in the story.
True.
There's a lot less story to Helldivers 2. I mean, because there's only been one Helldivers game prior to this versus the umpteen years of Warhammer.
Oh yeah, 1993 to current. They've been making books upon tomes upon tomes of lore and history.
I mean, there's full blown novelizations.
Yes.
Some of them are different themes too. Like you got fucking novels that are like noir and shit. Like it's a hell of a fandom respect towards it. A Game Workshop can go fuck themselves. But
the fandom with
but
their
the fandom.
the painting minis, the armies, the 4 tabletop games that are out there for it. But
Fuck, it's gotta be more than that.
But Helldivers 2, I would go back to in a heartbeat if I had some people to play with. So yeah, if you're down, I'm down. I absolutely love this game to death, but I fell out of it because I had no one around. So yeah, I'm gonna probably hop into this one definitely.
Okay, so technically,
oh,
there's 4, like you said. Everything else is a branch out from within those 4.
Mm-hmm. Because I remember there's Rogue Trader, there's Heresy something, the original Army game, and then one that's kind of like the Army one, but smaller scale. But even still, Helldivers 2, fantastic. Would not trade it for the world. Now,
Also, technically, Blood Bowl is Warhammer.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot.
Which is so funny to think because it's so unlike everything else of Warhammer.
Okay. Now, remember how we were beating up on Square Enix? I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I'm not beating up on them. I'm saying giving PlayStation, or giving Sony exclusives on a game that has never been an exclusive game is fucking bullshit. It's different if they initially made the game for Sony, like back when Final Fantasy first came out. If it was a Sony game, but that's the thing, is Sony didn't have a home console at the time. Right. But if it had been a Sony game, and they decided, oh yeah, we're gonna do a Sony exclusive again, that's different. Motherfucker, the first one came out on the NES. The second one was Super NES, and then it started branching into all of the other fucking things as more consoles and PCs and whatnot happened. So to then take that and roll it back and be like, oh no, we're gonna make this an exclusive thing for Sony, is bullshit.
There was a reason for it for the PS1. It was the only console that could hold that much data.
What was exclusive on the PS1?
7, 8, 7 and 8. It was multiple discs, but yes, it was exclusive to it.
Are you sure?
At the original, it dropped on Windows when?
I don't know. I'm looking right now.
Because I don't think it dropped that soon, of which, but even still.
But still, like, okay, that's one thing to be like, okay, the game couldn't run on other things. Like, that's different. Like, oh no, your console just can't handle the game is a very big different thing than going the new remakes that they did over the last couple of years, making those exclusives.
Right. Okay. But
I just real quick before we move on from this, it is also very much that whole thing talking about with like, oh, we're getting that like nice little crossover in Helldivers with Master Chief being available in Helldivers on PlayStation. And it's like, yeah, but PlayStation does the same thing back, because you had things like what game was it? Avengers. You could only get Spider-Man on the PlayStation version of Avengers.
That is actually one of the gross ones. Now, having a console exclusive per each console, such as Soul Calibur. You know how Soul Calibur, 4, had an individual one for each pressing console. There was fucking Geralt for the Xbox, fucking Darth Vader for PlayStation, and I forget for the fucking Nintendo one. But point stands, there was one individual one per console. How do you feel about that?
It's weird. So that was back, what, 360?
I think so.
So, like, I kind of, the consoles aren't what they are now. It was a nice little fun thing back then, but with where the market and technology and ability is now, where I'm going to sit there and say, hey, this character that should be available, like, it's very different when it's like, when it truly is like Master Chief is a Microsoft thing. Mm-hmm. It was created, owned, it's all there. Mm-hmm. If they decided, oh, it's only available for the Xbox players, little douchey, but understandable. But to sit there and do something like Geralt, who isn't an Xbox creation, something like Darth Vader, something like Yoda. Yoda was one of the other ones, wasn't he? Or was he actually available across all of them? I know he was in the game.
I think, yeah, he was around somewhere, but you are correct.
Or like what they did with Spider-Man. Like, there's an Avengers, but you can't play Spider-Man if you don't have the PlayStation version. But fucking, you guys barely own Spider-Man. If you don't make make a new 4 years, you fucking lose. Like, chill the fuck out and just let people play fucking Spider-Man. It would be different if like they did. I think they did. Didn't they use Kratos or something?
Probably. I want to say so. I want to say Kratos, and then Link was one for like the GameCube version of like 2 or 3.
Yeah, like that makes sense because like Legend of Zelda is a Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
God of War
was a PlayStation thing.
One of those games I think went off PlayStation.
I
don't remember.
I don't either. I fell off of God of War after 3.
Yeah, I mean, but it was them. It was by Santa Monica Studio under Sony Computer Entertainment.
Oh, okay. I need to get into the new ones. I heard the new ones are spectacular.
I borrowed them from Piper. I really need to play them and give them back to him.
That is
so
fair.
busy. Yeah, so one of them went to Windows. I don't know which one, and one of them went to Java ME. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Other than that, PlayStation 2, Portable, 3, Vita, 4, 5, and eventually 6.
Yeah. So. Okay. Makes sense.
It's different when it actually is your character versus when you're doing it with an IP like Final Fantasy, an IP like Spider-Man, so on and so forth.
Right.
Like even like the Geralt one feels a little because it's like that game wasn't a Microsoft exclusive. Well, technically there is no such thing as a Microsoft exclusive because of PC. But like The Witcher wasn't created by Microsoft. So even that feels a little weird. The Darth Vader one feels weird because it's like Sony has nothing to do with Star Wars at all.
Right.
So, I don't know. It's odd. But back to what you were going to say about this new Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 14, fantastic game. Got its Dawnbreaker. I don't remember the new expansion for it. Dawnwalker. That's it. And it went over well. Everyone loves Final Fantasy 14. And I was like, okay, cool. Apparently, they're getting some Monster Hunter Wild stuff in Final Fantasy 14, some armor sets from the game of Wilds. I was like, okay, cool. And then I see Monster Hunter Wilds pop up, and I said, all right, let's see what we got. All right, what we got for the next teaser. Oh, they're giving us stuff back. Oh, our secret, our rideable mount can turn into a chocobo. And I said, okay. Yay.
So Monster Hunter's owned by Capcom.
Mm-hmm. And
Final Fantasy's owned by Square.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of cool to see two game developers work together like this.
They've had
I'm sure they've done it in the past.
They have. They did a little bit of one, I think, for I don't know. I think 15 and Monster Hunter World, I believe. They did a little bit of trading some cosmetics then. They also did with Devil May Cry and Monster Hunter Wilds, but that's still in-house Capcom. But point still stands.
They worked together on Resident Evil, the card game. There's talks of Street Fighter V stuff. We've got the Monster Hunter Wild Fantasy, Final Fantasy 14.
Okay. Well, we're also getting.
I mean, I like that. I like not being douchey to each other.
Oh yeah, I like it too because we're also getting one of the raid creatures from Final Fantasy 14, the Omega Plantes. I am very excited to fight this thing. Because in game, this thing is a hard fight in 14, but apparently, in Wilds, it's gonna be even more crazy. We're gonna get this late September. It did a little bit of a. Let me see if I can grab it without. There we go. So right now, the second title update, we have the 9-star stuff. The 9-star stuff is fucking tough. The new talismans got dropped. Holy fucking shit! They really pushed a lot up. Starting on August 27th, all the way through September 24th, the Fender, the guitar brand, special quest is starting up, and available during that time, you can go to Fender and purchase the Rathalos Fender Stratocaster for, I think, $600. I think. I don't know the breakdown of money. As for the collaboration, it says late September, but we're also getting the seasonal event, the Festival of Accord. Something tells me they're going to do a handshake between the two so that we get both at the same time so we can earn all of the special things, as well as it says various improvements. I believe that is when we are going to get the UI update, and I'm excited for that. And during winter, we are going to get the 4th title update, and I think after the 3rd title update, we're going to get the additional monster teaser that we usually get, as well as expanded endgame content, so more 9-star monsters, and something that is a little more tougher, as well as even more various improvements. They say better looting and crafting table, which I'm kind of excited for, because building all the weapons is a slog. Trying to get all the pieces is a slog. I've never liked that out of Monster Hunter, but I get why. Gotta keep killing the things.
It's kind of the core of the game, isn't it?
It is, but even in this one, I don't mind killing the same thing 20 times, but in the 20 times, give me 1 jewel. Please. Please. The drop rates are terrible, is what I'm saying. And also, you can dress your cat up like a kakatar. I'll be excited for this.
This did make me realize, I was talking about all this, did make me realize there hasn't been a Soul Calibur game since 2018.
Yep. And I don't...
Which the cover was, had Geralt on it, so I wonder if he wasn't...
All of them?
I feel like he probably wasn't locked then. He was probably across all of them by that point.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, that's not the one he debuted in. I remember him being he was I think you're right, he was the Xbox exclusive back in the day. But with him being the cover, I would assume he wasn't an exclusive this time.
Perhaps. I don't remember Soul Calibur too much. It was a weird game for me. I just remember the announcer.
And it's Bandai Namco, so I mean, what are they working on lately?
All of the Gundam stuff. The next Souls game, probably. Maybe, more than likely. I actually don't know. We'll have to take a peek at what they're working on next. Well, Gamescom is now, and they do have a booth out there.
Right, yeah, they'll probably, if they're working on something, they'll probably tell us.
Soon.
Yeah.
Alright, time to get into some weird news. So, Bubsy, I've known about Bubsy since, 94. And he started off as just a platforming bobcat. I actually don't know what Bubsy is. But in short, I knew what he was. He was just a shirt-wearing cat who ran fast, Didn't really have very much to his storytelling elements. I actually have no idea.
Yes, he is a bobcat.
Okay, thank you. And then when Bubsy 3 came out, it was put on, I think, PlayStation 1 and 3DO or something. And it was not received well. It did not play well. It was probably panned as...
Bubsy 3 or Bubsy 3D?
Bubsy 3D.
Okay.
And it was panned as one of the worst sequel games.
It was PlayStation only.
It was PlayStation only? Okay. And it was not good. Not great.
It looks like shit.
Yeah, Zonks and Chat says Speedy Gonzalez, kind of, but weird. And then...
They drew their inspiration from Super Mario Bros. And Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay. Well, good news. Now in today's times, you can kind of see the want of Sonic the Hedgehog. But now we have a little bit of Mario diving and collectathoning. And this game looks like a cohesive, not quite a mess, but it has pizzazz. The only question is, why Bubsy? Why did we do Bubsy?
In addition to the new game, they're doing the Bubsy in the Perfect Collection, which will release September 9th. For the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Microsoft Windows, with physical releases to follow at a later date.
Oh no, I mute the audio in case it gets flagged.
Mute what?
Fair enough. Um, but
What did I do? Did
oh
I
no,
miss something?
no. In chat they were asking, I'm not hearing audio from the video. No, I mute the audio. Ah! Okay, that's the model from Bubsy 3D, and it just kind of gave me a startle. But no, yeah, no, I keep the audio muted in case.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we
Um.
don't want to get flagged for using other people's videos.
Am I excited for this? Kind of. I'm excited to hear more of it because, as said, I kind of grew up with Bubsy, but it actually looks like a cohesive game. It actually looks like
But
someone put
for
together something.
for just a fun little moment, when we're talking about, if you want to compare Bubsy 3D, it came out in 1996 on the
Ah, okay.
PlayStation. What also came out in 1996 on the PlayStation? Resident Evil,
Half-Life,
Crash Bandicoot, Tomb Raider, Tekken 2, Twisted Metal 2.
Oh, I love Twisted Metal too.
So, I mean, hell, Super Mario 64 over on the N64.
Okay.
Street Fighter Alpha 2, Virtual Fighter
Uh,
2.
Unreal.
Like, those are the other things that came out that year. And so, when we look at Bubsy and go, that's what that looked like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And as I said, the game was not great. It had terrible control scheme. I remember getting so frustrated at just trying to get up onto a platform that I lost
It's one of the
sanity.
things. That's one of the things I'm really excited for them. So they're remaking The Witcher, and I'm hoping that if it sells well, they'll remake The Witcher 2, because The Witcher 2
Was
is
rough.
very interesting, very pretty, broken ass controls.
Yes.
Fucking broken ass controls.
I remember playing it too.
The fact that that game made enough money that they still wanted to do 3, like
It was the books. It was the books.
it was the books, it was the comics, it was the tabletop.
But
You know,
as I said, I'm gonna keep my eye out on this. I'm gonna keep my ear close to the ground. I did wish list it on Steam so I can keep an ear out for when it's gonna drop. I'm gonna keep an attention on it. But a game that I didn't think I'd be keeping an attention on is another blast from my past. An old western by the name of Outlaws. Come to us by the great company of Night Dive and LucasArts, old LucasArts. Outlaws Remaster is going to be basically just upscaling all of the visuals up to 720. The audio wasn't great then, and it's not too great now. But Quincy, I'm going to let this play. And as it's playing, I want you to notice something. And it's during the gameplay elements, I believe, after he talks here. Yeah, okay. And I want you to tell me what you notice. I'm going to take a nice sip of my drink.
Well, first of all, the gameplay is nothing at all like the videos.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I mean,
Do you want a hint?
sure.
He hasn't hit a single fucking enemy.
Oh yeah, he hasn't, has he?
No. So
I'm so focused on other stuff that I was like ignoring how bad this person was at the game.
So the visuals are fantastic, and I believe this gentleman here is voiced by a very famous actor, Western actor. I do not remember his name right now. Outlaws. From 94, 95?
97.
97. Oh! And it uses the same engine as fucking Dark Forces. Star Wars Dark Forces uses the same engine.
I mean, that was kind of one of those things, though. Is like if you were buying a LucasArts game, you were buying a LucasArts game. You know what I mean? Like,
right. It's just, man, it didn't feel 97. Even at its time of release, it didn't feel 97. But it was fully voice acted. All of the enemies have voice lines independent to themselves. The cutscenes were beautifully animated, mostly beautifully animated. There's a few that are just zoom in shots of the criminals' faces as they're speaking. Not really much there, but Outlaws was a fantastic game. A good first person shooter of its time. 97, a little late for its time, but you also get the DLC handful of missions that adds in like 12 maps. I'm gonna keep my ear out for it, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it. um, it's gonna be available everywhere: PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and PC on all three of the major PC outlets.
I'm honestly wait. They're seriously doing a PlayStation 4 release for it?
But yeah, there's nothing really heavy on this game. Period. Like as far as graphically, you have voxel and then texture. Like there's nothing here.
It just blows my mind because like they're already looking at the PlayStation 6 and the fact that they're still supporting it. I just pulled it up. I mean, this is the stupid Google AI thing. How I feel about that. But according to a Reddit post, also they plan to support the PlayStation 4 through 2026.
Oh, good. I'm glad for that.
I'm honestly surprised, especially because they're already looking at a PlayStation 6.
Quincy,
Justin.
do you have a favorite director slash writer?
I've got a couple.
Give me one.
Spielberg, Kevin Smith,
Okay.
Zemeckis,
Hit me with a horror one.
Wes Craven.
Okay.
The thing is, I know which one you're asking for, so there's that too. John Carpenter.
There you go.
What you should have done is add a musician in there. Being all three of those, there's only one.
Wait, didn't Spielberg help out with music?
I mean, he probably, I don't know, he was probably involved with the tone for fucking
E.T. and
Strange Encounters.
Oh, Strange Encounters. But even still, John Carpenter, the fantastic music maker, writer, director, is now wanting to get into video games. He also is a very avid gamer. He enjoys story-based games. He just recently, I believe, went through Disco Elysium, the very paradoxical tale where you play as a cop waking up from a hangover with amnesia. He wants to get into video games, and his two games.
I love how much he's into video games especially as of late. Like it's coming out more and more. It's like something he's been talking about for a while. We're seeing it now.
We are seeing two games. First one I'm going to talk about is John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, and the monsters look really fucking good. It gives me a little bit of oh, it's by Saber. Ooh, we're gonna get good gunplay then. But back to the note. It's giving me a little bit of like Bloodborne-ish. But then I saw that there was rarity in the loot that you were picking up, and I'm like, ooh, a looter shooter? Okay. And then I just kind of take glances at you have magical powers, you get a vehicle, you can upgrade that vehicle, and there's like these abilities that you get, and I'm like, okay. John, make your game. And I'm gonna, now that I know Saber's behind it, we're getting really good gunplay then. So for those who don't know who Saber is, go look up the games that they've made and tell me that there is a bad first-person shooter in any of those games that they have produced. I dare you. But alas, with the Toxic Commando, it says coming soon, no date yet. It is having a wishlist page up on Steam and I'm sure the other game fronts, but sadly nothing there. And the other game that's coming out, oh, look at that hollow face. Halloween with a very good-looking trailer, a very classic-looking trailer.
We've had this conversation with, we had the Friday the 13th game coming out right around the same time that, Dead by Daylight was coming out, so like, it was understandable that they were both trying to do that kind of thing. There was like a third game that was also trying to cool. I don't remember the name of it. I just know that it didn't take off. Friday the 13th was sadly plagued by some bugs but they kind of made the game fun. But more so, the lawsuit that prevented them from being able to continue working on it. It wasn't a lawsuit against them; it was a lawsuit against the studio over rights of the
Characters?
of the characters of Jason and Pamela. Which, by the way, now that that lawsuit's over, that company has announced they are going to come back and make a new Friday the 13th game. But what I've said for a while now, whenever we get one, I always say, because it happened with Killer Clowns, it happened with Evil Dead. I'm like, it's really weird to me that so many game studios are trying to directly compete with Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Because most of them don't really bring anything new to it, and you've got the fact that you were locked into your one IP. So the Evil Dead did bring new elements that Dead by Daylight doesn't have, but they're locked into the fact that they're only an Army of Darkness game. Killer Clowns from Outer Space kind of did the same thing. Now, Killer Clowns never did a crossover with Dead by Daylight, so that one made a little bit more sense to me. But Army of Darkness did. You can get Ash as a hero, so it was always a little weird to me. And then they announced the new Hellraiser Clive Barker game, and I was like, actually before that, there was the Texas Chainsaw game, which is not doing well. Like,
made by the same people,
playing it.
by the same people who are helping out with this, by the way, Gun Studios.
Which it's a beautiful looking game. People just aren't playing it because they're all playing Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. So this game also includes a single player, which is different.
Well, and that's what I was going to get to. So when they announced the Clive Barker Hellraiser game, the only reason I'm excited about that and like, oh yeah, this is going to work is because it is not at all anything like Dead by Daylight. It is only a single player game.
Okay.
This one, 100% is doing the Dead by Daylight thing, but they say that there's a few things that they're adding in, and they're doing a single player. So they talk about it on their website. They posted this today.
Oh.
They talk about in the multiplayer mode, you and up to 4 other players can join up to help free your town from death itself. With an array of interactable elements, players will have to team up, be smart, brave, and efficient to aid their friends and the folks of Haddonfield in thwarting Michael Myers. Explore the film locations you know and love across multiple maps, and who knows, maybe you'll find some sweet Easter eggs or masters along the way.
Okay.
Which I liked. And then they talk a little bit more, and then they do let us know that there is a single player thing. They didn't really get into too big a detail on what the single player is going to be. At the very start, they talked knew that this project wouldn't have been complete with just a fun multiplayer experience. There needed to be an immersive single player component to fully bring a true horror experience to players.
Mm-hmm.
So
I getcha. Okay. So I'm excited to see some gameplay now.
Yeah, here's a little bit more. Wanting to give fans the best experience alongside the multiplayer mode, the narrative for the single player and Halloween takes on a new shape, playing as Michael Myers. Walk through memorable locations for the 1988 class, the Myers house, bask in the recreated atmosphere of Haddonfield. Wanting to bring players a mix of multiplayer fun with their desire to enjoy an immersive and interactive cinematic experience, we've placed emphasis on exploration and replayability in this. With this largely informing the design of story mode. We hope to transport our players to 1978 Haddonfield for the Halloween they'll never forget if they survive it. Special items and collectibles will be exclusive to this mode, and we cannot wait to unveil those later. So it does sound like they put some work into the single player. That's what's going to sell me on this game. Because the reality is, Myers is playable, and a Haddonfield map is a thing in Dead by Daylight.
But having a completely dedicated Halloween game might be fun.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at on this. That's where I'm at on the Hellraiser game. So that's where I'm at on Halloween. That's where I'm at on Hellraiser. Like, you've got to bring me something that isn't just Dead by Daylight again, because Dead by Daylight already exists. And in some of these cases, like with Myers, they're already in that game. It was like when Resident Evil decided to do what was theirs. Resident Evil did
A version of Dead by Daylight.
The Resident Evil Reverses, I believe it was called.
Yeah, something like that. Reverse. That's what it was.
That's what it
Reverse. The only thing I got me excited about Reverse was it was slightly different in that you're almost like the Shinobu in Silent Hill sitting at the computer fucking with the other players.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that brought that made me go, that might be fun. Because everything else about it was just Dead by Daylight again.
Yeah.
And
pretty much.
Resident Evil's in Dead by Daylight. You have Wesker, you have as a villain, you have is it Nemesis or is it it's Nemesis. They didn't do X, did they?
I don't know.
No, it's Nemesis because you get the tentacle thing. I don't think they did X. And then you got Leon, and was it Jill?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Rebecca Chambers. I will be right back. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. I'm pulling up the thing right now while he's gone. It's like $12 to get these characters. I think I bought it. Let's see. I mean, it obviously have like Nemesis perks. Okay, so yeah, Jill. So it was Jill, Leon, Nemesis, and then I think later on they did a second. Let me see. I gotta set my birthday. Get in Steam's page on this. Yeah, that's the Jill, the Nemesis, Leon, but I'm pretty sure there was a Wesker one. Where's that at? Halloween. Oh yeah, there was a Nightmare. I forgot about the Nightmare one. They have Nightmare on Elm Street, Face, Stranger, Sadako Rising, so Ring. Randomly Nicolas Cage. That one was kind of fun. Alien. Here we go. Wesker one. The Wesker one's also $11.99. So this came with Wesker as the villain. He also had the weird hand tentacle thing. Ada Wong and Rebecca Chambers, and then you get an exclusive charm as well. In-game store content. Hunk is also in there. I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool. And let's see. Alamar. And Carlos. So yeah, they actually threw a couple more in there too. So yeah, it's just interesting. Like if they do a Saw game and they decide to make it another Dead by Daylight clone, I'm gonna be like, why? You have Saw in Dead by Daylight.
Okay, sorry about that.
You're good. I went through and I found it. So it was 2 packs. So while you were gone, I found the second pack. So the first pack was Nemesis, Jill, and Leon. The second pack was Project W. So it was Wesker, Ada, and Rebecca. And then they did like an in-game store thing with Hunk, Alamar, and Carlos.
Oh, Carlos. I definitely want to.
I kind of like. I kind of got excited that Hunk was there. I was like, "Fucking Hunk, really?" But then I was pointing out, they also had they did Saw, they did Nightmare on Elm Street, Ghostface from Scream, Silent Hill, for some reason Tomb Raider, Chucky, Alan Wake, Nicolas Cage, Halloween. Like there's been so many. Like they're all great and fun, and it's not just like a skin. Like they come up, like they're doing Walking Dead right now. The Five Nights at Freddy's. They have original stuff that's really well done too.
They even did D&D.
Yeah, Castlevania. D&D here. And most of them are pretty cheap. The D&D one's $7.99. So with that, you get the Lich. The Lich. And then you get
the Vecna.
Maybe they did more than one D&D. So this one I'm seeing Lich. And then the Survivor you get is a Bard, it looks like. It came with a new map. It came with a new weapon. Yeah. Like I said, Tomb Raider, Alan Wake. They have all their originals. Alien, they did one, which again, Alien did one of these.
It even gave you the Nostromo.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage. The Ring was one of the other ones. Sadako. That was one of the ones I mentioned while you were gone. Stranger Things, Ash vs. the Evil Dead, Leatherface. So yeah, Leatherface was in this, and the Texas Chainsaw game, Halloween, and like Halloween was like one of the first big ones. Yeah, because let's see, they did the soundtrack. But if I go by date on here, I'm on Steam. So we had the soundtrack that we had the nurse character that they brought in, the Last Breath, like that's one of their originals, and then Halloween, October 25th, 2016. That was like one of their first. That was their first like
major push.
Licensing deal. Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Dead by Daylight. Left Behind. It's a Left 4 Dead.
Wow.
Crossover. So
okay.
It came. I don't know. It's just interesting to me every time one of these companies comes out and goes, "We're going to do the same thing that everyone else is doing." Them throwing in the single player thing in this is what makes me sit there and go, I'll probably buy this as long as the price isn't too crazy. I don't know that this is a $70.
I want to see gameplay before I go doing anything that's even remotely, because Gun has a notorious, yeah, we'll do that, and then as soon as it drops, I'll be like, we didn't really put that much effort into it. We could have, but we didn't. That's where Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of runs in.
Was it Gun Interactive?
I believe it was Gun Media, yes.
Let's see. They have a giant privacy policy thing that blocks the whole fucking screen when you go to their website.
They don't want you talking.
How do I click out of this?
There's no agree.
I found it. It did not work well. So they did the Friday the 13th game.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy the Friday the 13th game.
Yeah.
So they did Breach and Clear franchise. Layers of Fear 2.
Oh,
Friday
okay.
the 13th.
I remember that one. Okay.
And Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Which Texas Chainsaw looks great. I've toyed with it a little bit because it hit Game Pass. But first of all, it's a massive fucking game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah, I don't know what his issue is today. He did get sick earlier, so I think he's just like, I want attention.
Feeling pouty. Meow.
He really doesn't like when I'm in the room without him. They fucking merchandise the fuck out of the game. You can buy the family recipe dry rub pack season. That's awesome, actually. That's kind of fun.
Throw me the link.
Oh, you want the link for the shop?
Yeah, I'll take a look real quick.
Yeah. Where my?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find the size of this fucking game.
Leatherface's dry rub, Cook's dry rub, Hitchhiker's dry rub. Weren't these guys cannibals?
Yes.
Hmm.
And they were selling it at a roadside chicken stand.
You wouldn't download it.
80 gigs.
That's kind of big. That's kind of big. Like Chainsaw Dance.
It feels rather large for a game like that.
Yeah, it does. But the texture mapping and all that is probably what made it do that size. And I understand that, but yeah.
Dead by Daylight's 50.
Yeah. You don't have to make it too pretty. Just make it look good. I have faith for Halloween, but I don't have faith for Gun, so I'm gonna. I'll wait till I see some gameplay and see how things go from there.
Like I said, I'll probably play it.
Yeah.
I'll probably get it. If it hits Game Pass, I'll definitely play it. If it doesn't, I'll probably buy it as long as the price isn't too bad. Where's the cat cam?
Yes.
We don't have one. However, they do have a TikTok. If you look up Medusa and Mew on TikTok, I have to make them other social medias, but they do have that.
Medusa and Mew. There we go. Badu. Battlefield 6, I played a little bit more of the beta before it left, and I really like it. I'm very excited. I am already max level in it, and I was very happy. Little did I know, EA said, hey, Battlefield 2042, we're going to give you a free map, a free battle pass, a free couple of weapon skins. Here, take it. Oh, I got that. Thank you. Eh, eh.
I hate bots.
I hate bots too. Fucking clinkers. But they basically have been pushing a lot more content for a 2-year-old game, and they basically said, here, before Battlefield 6 drops, here's one last battle pass, absolutely free. If you are excited for it, sure. Battlefield 2042 is a little bit more arcadey. Go nuts. Steam was like, oh hey, seeing as you just did that, how much you want to make your game for? EA said $3. So right now you can go onto Steam right now and get Battlefield 2042 for $3 whole. Sure, it doesn't have a campaign, but
This is something I feel needs to happen a little bit more if they want to do a little bit more. Because let's see, which Battlefield is this? 2042 or whatever?
yeah, and it's the one that didn't do so well.
Yeah, the one that they had that like one awesome trailer for it, and then everyone played the game and was like, trying to find it on Xbox right now because I bet you anything, it's not on sale. Like,
I know it's on EA Play.
Fucking apparently 6 is on sale. It's not even out yet. 10% off right now on Xbox.
Ooh.
For the standard edition and Phantom edition, although $62.99 with the.
That's a bit right.
Oh no, I take it back. Battlefield 2042 currently is $3.49 on the Xbox,
Not bad.
and that's the cross-gen bundle.
Okay, so you get both the
Yeah.
Series
So it
X
comes
and,
with
and the Xbox One version.
Yeah, it comes with the Xbox One and the Series.
Okay.
So
Not bad.
yeah, I take back what I was gonna say. Like I was just like Steam has all these sales all the time, but I feel like I never see like there's always sales on, but they're never good sales.
The only downside about this that I've had, I did play the new map, and oh boy, there's a lot of choke points for both sides. It's fine, I get why, but oh boy, having 32 people pop in and out of each of the corridors, it was tough. It was a real tough fight. I don't know why the hell YouTube's acting this way, but anyways, dupe. Going to the other side, the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 had a gameplay reveal trailer, and using the music of Metallica's Master of Puppets in a weird remix that I wasn't a big fan of, with psychedelic visuals and jetpack, and I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know about any of this.
You know what I honestly think is going to give the longevity to 6 is going to be the map creation.
Oh yeah. Battlefield 6 is going to have a little bit of map generation, and you can take preset maps and kind of kerfuddle with them, make them your own.
But like you could full on build your own maps, can't you?
Oh yeah, yes. But I'm just saying that you could take fucking generic and turn it into something spectacular.
Because that was such a big thing in Halo.
The Forge, yeah. And I
yeah, it's one of those things like I'm like, we're watching this trailer right now for the new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here going, this looks a lot like the stuff that led me to stop playing the other Call of Duties. But what really kills me is like they don't build it for longevity. There's just gonna be another one in 2 years,
Yeah.
And that's where I hope that EA is finally figure something out.
Yeah. And there are a few immediately the first comments from a COD player. Thank you for making it easy to choose Battlefield 6, or this actually made me pre-order Battlefield 6. And I was like,
well, the great thing is we're gonna get this on Game Pass, so I don't have to spend a dime on it. I can download it, try it, go, that sucked, and then uninstall it.
Yeah, thanks Game Pass. I don't know. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look like it's gonna feel good like all the other games. Meanwhile, EA said, here's 2 weekends. One that we extended for you guys. Have fun. And both weekends were fantastic. On the second weekend, they gave us a really good New York map, I give it a 10 on 10. I'm excited for it. We don't get that shit on. I don't think EA Play is going to be available for that. I don't think, but I hope so.
Probably not.
Right,
I mean, hell, there's games out there they should have put on EA Play. They still haven't.
Well, that's probably why it's 10% off with EA Play.
This is gonna be brand new. You know,
Mm.
they want the money on it.
Even still, easy choice. I'm glad Battlefield's coming out. I could care less about Black Ops 7. Woods and Bowman, I don't.
I mean, I like 6. I enjoyed 6.
6 was fine. The
But everything
multiplayer was
7's the stuff that made me leave in the past.
Yeah, the multiplayer made me fall asleep a little bit. The zombies was fine. I just fell out of doing the Easter eggs or the mission objectives because they were convoluted, or you had to fucking do.
The one thing that they
strength
added to
math.
zombies that made me like it, because I started to fall out of zombies long before I fell out of Call of Duty, was that, it was just like, let's just see how long you can survive. The fact that you can actually evac now.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that there's like an actual goal and an end to them and whatnot, I actually enjoy.
Yeah, and then they added that with the new maps that I haven't even checked out, but soon.
Yeah, I haven't played any of the new recent maps.
Soon, maybe. I don't know. It's still downloaded on the Xbox. I'll check it out later. I haven't even updated it in a while, so that's another one of those things of later. Let's go back to the past. An old Genesis game by the name of Comics Zone. I played the heck out of it. I didn't get too far. I maybe got a little above halfway, but it was a fine little beat 'em up adventure. But now in the year of 2025, Comics Zero pops up with a demo that dropped today, and I don't think a date. I think it's just a coming soon. But it definitely has the feel of Comic Zone with a little bit of a brand new feel. You're breaking through the literal fourth walls that are painted, and as you get beat up, you lose your color. Every time you take a hit, you lose more and more of your color, which I find to be a very on-screen visual for your life bar. I actually really like how this game does everything that it's doing. How you cross between the new areas and so on and so forth. I respect this game, but I don't really know too much about it. I'm just glad that we're remaking old games with new lights. As said, demo drops today on Steam, so go and check it out if you haven't liked Comic Zone from the Genesis era. Oh boy. Gorillas are going to be the next festival headliners for Fortnite. I will probably do my damnedest to get all 4 of their skins because I really like the Gorillas. I was trying to. Quincy asked me a question about the Gorillas beforehand, and I said, the lore behind Gorillas is really strange. I don't know if I have enough time.
What I need them to do one reunion with Blur so I can get song 3.
That is also fair. Will it woohoo?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same singer.
I know, but will it woohoo?
So it hit better.
Yeah, it hit better.
Just one reunion. I know that most of that band is no longer music. One cheese farm or something like that. Like I get it, but like
cheese farm.
Yeah, well, dairy farm, but they do cheese.
Interesting. And
yeah, that's
okay.
He retired from music, and that's his passion. Him and his wife, they do cheese. He wrote
a.
Yeah.
Well, even still, I'm gonna try and get all 4. If I can only get a couple, I'll probably do 2D and Murdoch and go for Noodle third. Sorry, Russell. You ain't the muscle or the percussion you provide. PlayStation is going to be increasing the price of the PS5 starting what was yesterday, now I believe today. The PS5 is going up $50, the PS5 Digital Edition $50, and the PS5 Pro $80. So as in order that I had stated, $549, $499, and $749.99. I mean, the tariffs kind of fucked everything over. Xbox already raised up their prices. I guess it was only a matter of time before Sony said we're following suit. So, um, these hurt.
I just
Though.
love that they're increasing the price. Yeah, so the question is why? Because it kills me. This is they're claiming essentially this is out of date because they're going to make the PlayStation 6. That when you announce a new console, you're basically you know so you're going to increase the price of your out of date console. Now,
Yes.
question is this due to tariffs? Is this due
that
to
one,
just the economy? I'm assuming it's the tariffs.
I'm assuming it's the tariffs too, because it is any electronics is being hit with a 6 to 10% hike of shipment cost.
Well, it's like Ford just lost a shit ton of money this year because even though they build the trucks here, they ship the parts in. So it's interesting. So how much of an increase is this?
$50 to $80 for the Pro.
Do you feel the Pro versions of the consoles are worth it?
Yes.
Now the other cat's yelling.
Meow. But even still, yeah, I do to a medium degree, not necessarily a large degree, but it is.
I've never bought the
better.
Pro version of a console, so I'm this isn't me trying to be shitty on Sony. I'm just asking, is it actually worth it to go with the Pro over regular?
Let me put it like this.
And I would go regular over digital personally.
Let me put it like this. You have a Xbox Series X. I have an S. I feel the difference.
That was digital versus
right, but I still feel the difference. Yours is
right because there are a few difference hardware wise also on what the S can do versus the X. But the X is technically supposed to be the base version. The whole digital edition thing was something new that happened in the XS and 5, but because they did the PlayStation, so there was the PlayStation 4 and then there was the Pro later on.
You are correct,
and I'm just wondering if that price difference is really worth it.
Yes, I do see the small touch up on it.
My argument on spending the extra $50 I spent on, or whatever it was, on my X versus my S was I have a bunch of physical copies of games and I own DVDs and Blu-rays.
Yeah.
The fact that it had the higher specs was just an added bonus.
You like your physical media, and that's good. You should.
Yes.
But we now have the full list of the 11 games in the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and we're kind of not...
put that 11 in quotations.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're not happy about it. So we're getting Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, and the MK Trilogy, but we're also getting Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, which is a bit weird. We're getting MK4, Mortal Kombat Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Game Boy Advance, Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, which is 1 and 2 combined, if I'm not mistaken. Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero and Mortal Kombat Special Forces. We are not getting Shaolin Monks or the other PlayStation one that I can't remember right now.
I can't remember the name of it. What kills me is Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So the second update to Mortal Kombat 3. Yes. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. So the third update to Mortal Kombat 3 that brought in the stuff from Mortal Kombat 1 and 2.
You are correct, and the technical, not console ports, but the arcade ports of those games.
Right.
So,
Mortal
technically
Kombat
different.
4.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 4. Mortal Kombat Advance. Okay, that's a completely different game. Then the Alliance, completely different game. Tournament Edition. I don't remember Tournament Edition. Mythology Sub-Zero, different game. And Special Forces, different game. So basically, 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tournament, maybe 9. So maybe actually 9.
Oh, it's the Game Boy Advance. Another Game Boy Advance port.
Okay, so half these are ports of handheld games too. So I don't know. It's not the collection we wanted. It's a weird direction to go. Why do they love to ignore Shaolin?
I don't know. Is it because it was done by Activision? I know it was done by an outsourced company. I know it wasn't done by NetherRealms or Atari.
It was Midway.
It was Midway still? Okay, so yeah, I have no fucking clue. They owned it. I don't know, but I mean, they're not charging full price for it, so they still get a pass, I guess.
I wonder if when Midway closed, if someone bought the rights.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
Midway closed 15 years ago.
Yeah, even someone in the comments was like, "I wish they had put the PS2 beat 'em up Shaolin monks on it." I do too.
Yeah.
There's one question mark left. There were 4 question marks in the announcement trailer. 1 is the trilogy. 2 and 3 are Special Forces and Mythology. 4 is that or MK Gold. I don't know. I guess maybe we'll see the extra, but also Mortal Kombat now has a little token hashtag in Twitter. Good to know.
If you want, we can buy it for the PlayStation 2 for $32.
I'll look around eBay before I go doing all that. I'd rather buy a used
That
copy.
was eBay, $32. Mortal
that's
Kombat
eBay?
Shadow Monks. Yeah.
Oh, then I'll look at Amazon. I'll check around. I don't want to spend no
Oh,
32. I don't want to spend no $32.
it looks like when they did the Mortal Kombat collection before, it was Deception, Armageddon, and Shaolin Monks.
Mmm.
So there was a
Deception.
collection with all 3.
Deception sounds like a good buy.
GameStop also has a pre-owned for $27.99.
That's not too bad. 25 is probably the highest I would like to go, but for a PS2 version of a game, I won't spend more than $15 on a PS2 version of a game. Yeah.
Let's see.
Then again, I've been out of Mortal Kombat for a very long time. The last Mortal Kombat game
finding the collection of all 3 goes for a lot.
That makes sense. Because with most of the collection games or the like best-selling ones, the limited press ones don't usually stay around long. So I could see that one being that way.
Yeah,
but
I'm seeing it for $125 on eBay. The collection. Oh, here's one with 70. It's a well-reviewed shipper too. Interesting. Probably just buy all 3 separate and save some money.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
All right. What's next?
It's time for But Shoe News. I've only watched Clueless once. I feel like I need to go back through Clueless again. Because Reebok celebrates its 30th anniversary. Yeah, let that sink in for a sec. 30th anniversary with plaid sneakers reminiscent of it, with Clueless sitting on the very back and a nice little plush pom-pom from the cell phone. Yeah, good pose.
What the hell is that? A dress? Says who? Calvin Klein.
It had some really good lines, even for its time.
Yeah, no, it's a very well written movie. As if. I want to do something for humanity. How about sterilization?
Yeah. But the Club C85 and the Campio Extra drop on August 29th. No prices, however, as of yet. At least it says look at the bio, but every time I click on the bio and then I go over to it, it goes to Sneaker News' website, so I don't quite understand how that works. But even still, a really nice white one, or a very, I don't want to call it harsh plaid, but it is a very plaid shoe. Do you like plaid?
I think that's technically gingham. No, that one's not gingham. The plaid's fine. I mean, I wear flannels.
Okay.
I don't know what you would call that. Maybe it is gingham. I don't know.
I don't know. The front of the thing says plaid, so that's what I
so
call
probably
it.
plaid. Yeah, probably plaid. Yeah.
But yeah, I like it on
Not
a
the difference
shirt.
between gingham and plaid, honestly.
That's true. I like plaid on a shirt, but I don't know about a shoe.
Oh, these shoes are god awful, but it's the 2 outfits. So
It is. Well, time to get into the thing that you don't really like. Bam! Look at those Crocs.
I really like hate entirely, loathe even.
Marvel is still doing their partnership with Crocs with these really interesting looking Wolverine classic clogs for $75 hairs to be released on tomorrow. Not really much to say about them except that it is the original costume, the yellow and black with the blue gloves and blue boots. With the claws kind of coming through the front of the croc, and then you get a gibbet of him doing a leap on the side. Not bad looking gibbets.
Woo.
Not bad. Not bad. They made Ghostbuster gibbets. I don't know if you saw that.
I see him.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna want a pair. Like, it doesn't matter. Spider-Man,
Jurassic
fucking
Park.
Wolverine, Ghostbusters, Jurassic Park.
It's a
And
no.
they could do fucking. Yeah, they do Star Wars. They could do fucking Supernatural. They could do Doctor. They could
There would be nothing on this earth that would get you to get a pair of
No.
Crocs.
I don't want a pair of Crocs. They're ugly as shit.
Do you have a favorite NFL team?
No, I don't even really like football.
That's fair. Me neither, but
I grew up in a Raiders household. And so when they moved out here, everyone was. And I was very much like, I'm still not going to watch.
That's fair. I also, when the Raiders came out here, I was like, okay, whatever. But if you have a favorite team but want the comfort of a Croc while also showing off your NFL team pride, good news. You can head over to crocs.com/c/sports licensing. And the very front of the page will be the NFL stuff. Click into there and you'll be able to get your team's Crocs. Well, most of. There's a couple teams missing apparently. Which is kind of funny, but at the same time, I guess only the major teams. I don't
know. I got nothing on this one.
I also have nothing on this one.
And they probably have, and if they haven't, they could do baseball ones, and I still wouldn't buy a Chicago Cubs pair. You know what I would buy, and I currently have saved on Mark, is a pair of Chicago Cubs Converse.
Okay. Converses are comfy though. I understand those.
I've never owned a pair.
Oh, you like them?
One of the two reasons I haven't bought it yet, because if they're fucking bullshit, or what if they don't fit me right? Because I've never sized for a pair of Converse, and shoe sizes kind of changed by company.
I always go, if I'm ever wary, I always go a half size up just to be on the safe side, and then just
I figure I can go to a Converse and try on a couple pairs just of regular ones just to see, and then use that
as a base point.
This is the problem with buying shoes online.
You don't know until you get them. Yeah.
Like, I bought my hiking boots online and I was nervous as fuck. I bought my Spider-Man ones on. Fuck, I bought my current pair online and I was nervous as fuck.
But they came out right?
Yeah, so far no problems. So far I've been spot on every time.
Good. A couple things left. At the Big Bad Toy Store, they're holding a really good sale right now on a whole bunch of things, such as this Tekken 8 SH Figuarts King from Tekken action figure. $91 if you just want the regular standardized edition, or $94 if you happen to want the collector edition that ensures that it gets double packaged and sent to you carefully. I really like this figure. Looks really fantastic, but it's one of the many things that are both on pre-order as well as on sale. So go check out bigbadtoystore.com if you happen to be a toy collector that wants some really cool shit that I've just glanced through. And last but not least, Badoo. When you showed me this, I got a little mad. I got a little frustrated. Because Tom Clancy hasn't released, Ubisoft hasn't released a Tom Clancy game in a while.
What are you talking about? They constantly add shit to Siege, like a battle pass. That's what everybody wants, right? You don't want a new Splinter Cell game. You want a battle pass for Siege.
Okay, at first I thought you were being serious, and then I was like, okay. Because I was about to punch your ass. But
why would you want another Splinter Cell or a new Division or a new Ghost Recon when we can give you battle pass for Siege?
I don't know.
They are working on a new Division. Just when the fuck will it come out is the question.
You guys have phones, don't you? But even still, Netflix did do the last Splinter Cell thing, and it was fine. I liked it all the same. But
they did a Splinter Cell thing? I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm. And Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Death Watch is going to be coming soon to Netflix. And I said, okay, no. This could have been a video game. This could have been a greatly produced, greatly pushed video game We don't need
I
another...
mean, when was the last time we saw him? Oh, Siege! He had one mission in Wildlands, which was cool.
That was cool. He had one in both Wildlands and Breakpoint, I think.
I didn't get far enough into Breakpoint to know. Wildlands was just such an amazing. All the tie-in missions were. Even the Predator mission was fucking good.
And you can no longer do it now.
It's alright. I already got the camo.
Yeah, me too. I don't know, but we get a trailer on Thursday, or tomorrow. So tomorrow, we'll probably watch this trailer, cry, and report on it next week. But
So there is reports that they are working on a new Ghost Recon. Project code name is Project Over. So that tells me it'll be the last Ghost Recon. And it's rumored to be released next year. Division 3 is currently potentially set for 2028 with pushbacks and cancellations of the other one doing, like the first that free to play one that they were doing. Now they've got Heartland, which well, no, there was the free to play one mobile. They killed the free to play and went with the mobile.
Oh, why?
Yeah, I don't know. So Heartland, I think was the original free to play plan. And now they did Resurgence, which will be the mobile. Yeah. So, what else is there in the Tom Clancy franchise?
Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon. I mean, Rainbow would be a normal run-of-the-mill Rainbow would be really nice.
Yeah, well, because we used to have Rainbow Six Vegas and all that, but that's Siege now. So, Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, Division.
I feel like there is one missing. I feel like there is one missing.
Rainbow Six.
Hang on. I know there's.
I'm looking right now too.
Uh,
I mean, there's all the little random tie-ins that they've done. But okay, so Rainbow Six.
I don't
Ghost
know
Recon.
I don't know if
Splinter
I would like
Cell.
another Shadow Watch, but if they did do a Shadow Watch in today's time, I wouldn't be against it. It's very similar to how they did with End War. If you remember that Tom Clancy game.
That was the real-time one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember. Is Shadow Watch or is that Tom Clancy?
I believe so. Yeah, Shadow Watch, made by Red Storm Entertainment, turn-based strategy game based on the Tom Clancy Power Plays novel of the same name.
Oh, so it was one of those ones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they've done a few of those. Like they did Hunt for Red October. They did some Golf Years.
Yeah, and
Hawks.
Huh?
That was the arcade
Hawks?
fighting video game. Yeah.
No, I remember getting that from, I think it was GameFly.
Yeah, it was the fucking jet fighter one.
Yeah, no, you can keep it. You can keep all that. You can keep
everything. No, we need another good Division. We need another good Ghost. We need another good Splinter Cell, and they need to stop making Siege.
Yes.
This is the problem with fucking it's EA, right?
No, Ubisoft.
Or Ubisoft, yeah, sorry, Ubisoft. This is the problem with Ubisoft, is they have these fucking things and they don't do anything with them, and then they release, an Assassin's Creed game. Or they completely destroy Skull and Bones, remake it from the ground up as a shit game, and then release shit for that.
They're currently having they, I believe, just announced another fucking season patch for it, and I said, what are you doing? We killed you.
Anyone that doesn't have Breakpoint, they're doing the Ultimate Edition, which is $119.99. It is on sale right now for $11.99.
Ooh. If only I had
already own. Yeah, I was gonna say I already own it, so I'm like, I don't know that like the add-ons are that much worth it. I mean, pack, year one pass, ultimate pack. Yeah, I don't know if any of that's worth $12 to me.
The passes only give you like selective missions in the area, and it's not great, but they're fine. And let me put it like this: if you're skilled enough, you can beat the game in about 7 hours. That's the only down point I see.
But I completionist it, so there's that.
That, I mean, to completion it, yeah, sure. It's a long time because there's a lot of the bivouacs and other nonsensical collectibles that you gotta get, the weapon attachments, the liberation areas. Sure, fine, but I don't know. The fact that I can be beaten in so short of a time, I don't want to say badgers me, but I accidentally did it. I didn't mean to get to the last area. I didn't mean to go downstairs, run into the John Berthenol character, and do that mission.
Wait, isn't that the character you're playing?
No, that's a villain you're trying to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they cite underperforming sales. The series declined with underperforming sales is the reason why they stopped doing Splinter Cell. Well, when the last game you released, we couldn't even recognize the fucking character. Like,
are we the same Nomad? No. Oh.
Blacklist. He doesn't even look like fucking Sam Fisher anymore.
No, he doesn't. I worry about the show, but I'm still gonna watch it because I like Sam Fisher.
I mean, that's the thing, though, is like also Conviction. He didn't look like fucking Sam Fisher all that much anymore.
He looked like a grizzled old man. And honestly,
well, no, that was Double Agent where he looked like the grizzled old man. They younged him up for Conviction.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Double Agent's the one where he's bald and he's got like the scruff.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, and then Conviction was the one where they made him kind of younger again. Like they didn't make him young, but they made him a little younger. And then Blacklist was like playing off that design still.
Yeah, I remember Blacklist. Blacklist was cool in multiplayer, I will admit.
I didn't play Blacklist. Conviction was the last one I played.
Yeah, Conviction multiplayer was a little rough.
I didn't play the multiplayer, I just played the story. And then that was when they were making those really shitty cases for the Xbox games, and it broke my disc.
Oh.
Cracked it right in the circle.
Oh, the little center thing? Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, I fucking hated those cases. Those cases were notorious for breaking discs. That's the only game that ever broken mine, luckily.
I have also not had the unfortunate breaking of discs. I think the only disc that I royally fucked was a GameCube game, Hatcher and the Chickens.
I have a copy of World at War that's completely wrecked because some.
Oh, one more time?
I said I have a World at War that's completely fucked because someone knocked over my console while I was playing in it, and this is back when we were still in trays and not.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. And I said, that guy should have paid for a new copy.
Yeah.
Anyway. Anything else you got for me, Q?
I think that's it, buddy.
Alrighty. I'm hungry. I'm going to make me some French toast. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to check me out on my Twitter. I've been reboogalooing a whole bunch of really cool art and some more conspiracy theories about shows and video games I've been playing recently. Follow Q on his threads. Remember to check out Zenny. They're still having their buy 2 frames or $49 get you free shipping, as well as their Eco Blooms. Nothing over on the Hero Forge, but go check them out if you happen to have a tabletop game that needs a couple minifigs. Humble Bundle in case you want to help out charity while also getting some really kick-ass games or tabletop games that are digitalized. Yeah, that's about it. At the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, please, for the love of God, love one another. It's definitely free to do. Night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
God, I sounded like Cody Rhodes there for a second.